Hello. How you doing?
Okay, so there I see. Cool. Good evening in Australia and good morning in South Africa. To everybody, welcome to our post-match media conference. As I mentioned earlier, we'll take about 4 or 5 questions online. Please, can we keep it to English for the local media? And then we'll go to the floor, and then we'll get Rassie and Siya to just sum up their thoughts on the game in Afrikaans and isiXhosa at the end, and obviously going forward. So please raise your hands for questions. Nathan?
Thank you very much, Gina. Firstly, well done, you guys for that win. Rassie, I just want to ask you a question. You guys showed a glimpse of innovation, creativity with that shift line out, more try, Colby at scrum off in the scrum and throwing the line out, something that he has done in the sevens. Is there creativity and covering the base when there is a crisis, something that you guys worked on heavily? Because we've seen Marco throwing the line out at practice this week. Something is done, obviously, last year in France.
Yes, obviously we practice Cheslin if we do get a yellow card at hooker. Obviously, I don't know, I must stop saying obviously, but Marco also can throw in at the line out. I think he was just not on yet on that specific time. Oh, he was on, but Cheslin, yeah, I coach him, helped him sevens coach when Paul True was the sevens coach, so we know Cheslin is a great line out thrower. So we haven't had a scrum yet then. So we couldn't put Bongi back on. So Cheslin practices line out throwing. And yeah, then the one move which we scored from, it's like any other move, which I think New Zealand sometimes come up with those 1 or 2 moves that catch you out. And sometimes we have also 1 or 2. The creativity is certainly from within the group, the players and the management. But no, you first have to get dominance and field position and a lot of other things before you can be creative. And today it worked. Next week will be much tougher.
Hendrik?
Hello, Rassie. Hello, Siya. Rassie, are you happy with the way Ulrich and Sasha used their chances today?
Me, Hendrik?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no. So, yeah, I think so. I think overall, I think when Salman came on, he played well. Pretty Marco got a yellow, but he certainly brought energy. Kwacha, but the 2 guys playing the 5th matches, but starting for the first time, I think against a Tier 1 nation with a lot of history at a venue where we normally really struggle. We wanted them to experience that. And they certainly weren't perfect, but there was no lack of effort and confidence, which is probably the most delighted one can be about.
Kaniso?
Thank you very much, Zina. Good evening, gentlemen. Good morning from the side. Congratulations on the win. Siya, winning in Australia remains a big deal for the Springboks. How much does it mean for you guys to win? Then also, do you feel that you may have left some points on the field, especially with a dominant forward performance?
Yeah, it's big. Obviously, we've struggled over the years as this group, and obviously, we put a lot of focus in this game. Not only because we haven't won in a while, but you can't win the rugby championship with winning these 2 games, but you can also lose it in that. So we really wanted to win this game, and obviously, we know this is the fortress for Australia. But yeah, and we played well at moments, and there's things that we can fix as well. But we're happy we were able to get a bonus point. But like Coach Rassie said, we know next week is completely going to be a different story.
Hendrik, is that a fresh hand?
Yes, enough, please. Rassie,
right.
this one for you again. Do you plan to give Don and Dion a raise for this box scrumming performance?
I'm not the director of rugby anymore, Hendrik. I'm just the Springbok coach now. So I'll ask Dave Wessels if you can do that. But no, listen, I understand your angle, and it's certainly, I know they lost one of their props. I think his father passed away, and obviously we think of him in this time, and we know he'll be back. Tupo, is that right? He'll be back next week, and that's obviously not just a personal blow for the team, but also for him emotionally. And yeah, we wish him all the best, and we know next week he'll be one of the boys that's probably back. And as Don always say, you're only as good as your next game. So, but yeah, we're really happy with the way it went, but we know it won't always be just plain sailing like that.
And then last online question, Lita.
Thank you, Z. Hi, Rassie Siya. Congratulations, Rassie. Just you had to make some changes before the match. Just talk to us on that, and you must be happy with how the guys slotted in. Nothing changed. You just went about your way, getting the game done.
Yeah, Leighton, I think firstly it was really just injury, forced changes. The first one was Ergia, who got a little bit of a foot injury, and then Ruan was going to slot in right onto the starting lineup because Salman is more of a front lock for us who plays the same position as Eben more. But then, when Ergia didn't pass the fitness test yesterday, and then we did also, then Ruan hurt his knee. But luckily that doesn't look so serious, so we'll keep both guys here. And yeah, that's the reason why. And then Jason Dixon got a start, who did really well, and Peter Steff, I thought, caught the lineouts against a very tall Australian lineout really well. Yeah, so I think we're pretty happy, but those changes were injury enforced.
Thank you, guys. I will take questions from the floor.
So your rugby championship title is very hard to come by. How important for your playing group to get off to an away win in the series?
It's important. I think the last couple of years we've always haven't started well, especially coming here. I think we've had to come here the last couple of years, and it's made a big difference for us in the past where we come here and we lose, the first game. So it was an important start for us, and we're really happy that we've got the bonus point. But we know, yeah, next week is going to be a different story in Perth.
It must have felt like a home game.
No, honestly, it was special. We the people of South Africa, we never take it for granted, and we're always grateful. They always make an effort to come out for us, and that's why I think when Coach Rassie speaks to us, he just reminds us, what this team means and what we play for, not just for ourselves, it's more of the people, and you can see how much it means by the numbers that came out today. And I know next week as well, there are so many people who are excited to see us that side. And we are, we're doing what we love. It's not pressure, it's more a privilege for us to make sure that we can perform like that. We're going to have to do it again next week, not just for ourselves and the trophies that we want to win, but for them too.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think we turned anything around. A week is a very long time in the rugby, and we've lost 57-0 to New Zealand, and then the next weekend we lost by 2 points at Newlands. So a week in rugby, 1 or 2 injuries, 1 or 2 changes in the opposition. So I do think with Australia, you guys are doing brilliant at the Olympics, or the Australians are doing brilliant at the Olympics. And we know the next World Cup is here, so they're definitely getting a momentum. And Joe Smith's a brilliant coach, and I was certainly very nervous before this game because I never knew what Joe will be cooking up. But he's only had 4 games with the guys, and next week it will be better, and next week it will be tougher, and next week we play at a different venue. So I think, yes, we're definitely looking at the future without looking too far ahead because the present then bites you. But for me, the nicest thing, and I think for us as a management group and us as SA Rugby, the fact that the players understand that, and that some guys stand back a little bit, help a little bit, grow a little bit, help the youngster a little bit. Of course, some of the youngsters are going to get some rude awakenings as they go and become better players because opposition gets tougher. Maybe Corambetti is back next week and he slams 1 or 2 guys and they must handle it, and then the big dogs must help them. So, yes, certainly eye on the future, but staying in the present, but yeah, trying to do both. Yeah. No, I can't comment on that because I don't know the structures, I don't know the process, I don't know how they get to that, I don't know, the regulations and protocols. I just know Joe Smith's a very smart man, and he will have reasons why he do things a certain way, and for me to comment on why, and or was I surprised or not surprised, I mean, I'm not in his shoes, and I don't know Australian rugby inside out in the boardrooms, so no, Unfortunately, I'm not really sure if that's the correct or why he went that way, but he's a very sharp guy.
First half and put in a room, had a few players outside and decided not to pass by himself and tackled the defending at that point.
No, there was many frustrating errors by us as coaches as well, with some of the messages that we put on or try to get on. And you know, when a team plays really well, it's not just the players and it's the coaches as well. But when a team makes silly errors, it's not the players, it's the coaches as well. So yeah, it was a bit frustrating, not just him. I think we definitely didn't cherish and look after the ball like it was a piece of gold for us. You know, it was sometimes it was listen, we just try something really expensive, but then at times there was really good structure and intent, and that's what we want. So we don't want to put the fires out by saying, listen, don't ever go and express yourself, but we also don't want to throw easy tries like that away.
Played the match, that disappointing for you to not kick straight into Europe.
I think it would be arrogant to say you know, that's one of our targets to keep them to 0. We came here just wanted to win, and things went our way, and we scored 5 tries, and things went well. But they got an injury, I think, with the winger that really played well. I think one of the props got down, and Locke got injured, and so no, the 1 try is all right. We gave that away, but we still won the game.
Were you surprised by the kicking game of your Australians the first half when they were getting rid of the ball and keeping the pressure on them instead of trying to keep the ball in hand? And at the end of the day, they kept on putting that pressure and their defense cracked.
Yeah, look, I can't talk for Joe, but there's certainly, as I can tell you, he's busy building something. We're not 100% sure, and we as players were, and as coaches and as a management team, we were saying, listen, let's try and find out which way are they going. And they have us guessing. I can tell you because, you know, I'm not 100% sure, are they going to run now? Are they going to kick now? And yes, the game went our way, but none of us can tell you this is exactly how Australia play currently, and maybe that's part of Joe's plan. But happy to answer your second part of your question with us keeping pressure on and trying to break them down, and we're, you know, we scored 5 good tries, I thought. I think it's nice. Old school, you know, we used to have tap penalties with guys hiding the ball under the jersey and stuff like that, you know. So I think everybody, if you talk to John Hill, I saw actually Owen Finnegan today, which I played a lot against in the hallway on my way to the coach's box, and yeah, I felt like it was nice to see him. Yeah, listen, it's nice when some of the old school moves come up. We did that way back when I was playing, and we didn't have a line-out option, and the one guy had to throw to me. And that's how we could set up malls, and we just tried that, and it works. And then see up the next one. So
Sorry.
does it answer the question? No. Yeah, we're lucky when something like that comes up and works out. So
What's it like having Rassie back, invading to the South African stage? What's it like for the players' perspective?
No, it's amazing. I mean, he's always been there. It's not like he hasn't been there. He's been working with us, you know. Even though he was director of rugby and Coach Chuck was there, Coach has been there with us, with the group. And we love having him as players because he played the game and he's always honest with us and direct, always keeps us in check because, I mean, we become superstars and then you feel good about yourself. And he always tells us from his time when he played, you know, how he keeps us humble and he reminds us again, like I said earlier, who we play for. And I think that's really important for us as a group. And we love the way he thinks. You know, he doesn't think how everybody thinks this way. He always is looking for other ways to make the team better. And what I love about our group, we are always willing to try something. You know, we don't say, oh, no, that's not going to work. And some players come with plans and then coach tries like, okay, cool, let's try it. So that's really what we enjoy about the team. No egos at all. South Africa and the Springboks are the most important. So him being here and just keeping us in check, it's really been good for us as a group.
Well, we're going to extend that contract after those months.
by sort of motivating this group, and you've come off, back-to-back World Cups, you're sort of like hunted now. How do you sort of go about playing this like new ways to get that extra 5-10% out of your players?
My friend, we can sit here next Saturday and with long faces. If we don't face reality in South Africa, we know what reality is. Reality is, if you always don't check yourself and say, where are we and what are our struggles and how we're going to put things together, we just keep on reminding each other. And as I say, we sometimes, we fall a little bit off track. But this weekend we didn't. But it's another challenge. And I know, Joe, they will be tough next week. And it can be a 30-point change in the game. But what fuels us is the reality of where we live, why we do it. We keep reminding each other, not that we've done anything great yet in this specific year, but I mean, when we start the week on Monday, we'll go back and reset and says, reality check, boys. What are we, where we're from, and why are we doing it?
Okay, cool. Can we just ask you to sum up in Afrikaans and isiXhosa what you thought of the game, and just looking for these guys for the local
Actually,
media?
yes.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Nou, Afrikaans. Ja, as ek net kan opsom, eerstens dankie vir al die ondersteuners wat die was. Ek het gedink in Perth sal ons baie kry, maar eers like by die hotel hier by die veld, mense kon regtig vir die ouens gevra om in die mense om bietjie uit te kom dat ons hulle voel en hoor en ons het definitief. So dis die eerste ding en ek weet ook almal terug in Suid-Afrika, ons het dit definitief gevoel en langs ons. So eerstens baie dankie daarvoor. Die game self, ons is tevrede met die uitslag. Ons weet vir ons sou net 'n wen goed genoeg gewees het. Ons is nie happy met 3 geel kaarte, nie dat hulle nie valid was nie. Ons is nie happy dat ons hulle afgegee het nie. Wat beserings aanbetref, ons moes voor die wedstryd vir RG uithaal wat 'n nigel gehad het en toe kry Roan ook seer. En dis waarom Pieter Steef reguit na 5 toe gegaan het en Ben Jason na flank toe en sy man op die bank ingekom het. Dan het wat ons voorgestel het in Engels rondom die spelers wat hulle geleenthede gekry het. Ek dink obviously die 2 ouens wat hulle eerste starts gehad het in Elrich en help my. Sasha is it awesome en hulle het redelik goed gedoen. Maar volgende week is 'n nuwe toets in Australië en ons sal like om nog 'n paar ouens kans te gee. Maar ons ken vir Joe Smith baie goed en hy sal hierdie span omdraai soos wat hy Ierland omgedraai het. So ons begin môreoggend weer met 'n plan en overall tevrede. Nie moet die dissipline altyd neem en dan natuurlik hy laaste try so dit so lekker gewees het om 0 te gehad het, maar ons wil nie so arrogant wees so ons is net bly. Ons het die wedstryd gewen met 5 punte.
No, siyavuya kakhulu siwinile lo mdlalo namhlanje and sifuna ubulela kabantu base-South Africa abahlala phe eBrisbane and babaninzi abantu bebesibukele and besicimba babasodlala ngosidlala ePerth leveki ezayo bizaba lehlobo but namhlanje abantu base bebaninzi and I think sidlale kakuhle siliqela siwathathile amanye amathuba wakhona wasashiyeleyo sininzi izinto singafuneka sizilungise but siyaqala udlala ehlobo and siwine and iminyaka emininzi emidluleyo kasoloko siyatyiwa xa siqala iland umdlalo wokuqala lapha and kuzonyanzeleka ukuthi singayeki because lo ibalekile kakhulu lento basiwine next week and then sigoduke sayazi kuzaba njani kula midlalo esimabini kunamadoda ase-New Zealand. So siyabulela kakhulu and besidlalela obviously omama osisi odabawo bonke for imini Wednesday. So siyabulela kuyo yonke into abasenzelayo edina and siyahope namhlanje sibenze be-proud kakhulu.
Thank you, Ross.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Just a note, there won't be a mix zone. So I'll just be sending some audio on the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See?